Hi, and welcome everybody to another edition of the Winner's Circle Sports Betting Podcast. Boy, it's March Madness and we're ready to go. It's right now, Thursday, March 17th. And as always, on a Thursday, I'm joined by Mr. Doug Upstone of DocSports.com. Boy, oh boy, Doug, you just keep pumping out winners on these free pick channels. So how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, and hey, you know what? We're getting things started as we record this. A number of the games have started, and things are looking interesting. And it's going to be a fantastic day. It's going to be a fantastic Friday, and then we got the whole weekend too, Ross, of all this college basketball action. And so it's a great time of year, right?
Absolutely. At day games, night games, we start at 12:15 today. And I think the last game probably will go after 11 o'clock before it's all said and done. That's Eastern time. But, Doug, our last 8 videos, 15-1 combined. How about that?
I'll take it.
Give the folks what you always say when you're hot.
I don't even actually remember
you can't
anymore.
Explain it.
I'd say let's go 15-1. Let's face it. That's not easy to explain because there's not many things that you do in life that you'd go 15-1 at. Yeah. So, hey, you know what? It's a nice run and we're ready to go here and things are going our way. Just try and keep it going. What else can you do, right? Just look at the situations. I guess the thing that's craziest to me now, this one we've had a little bit more time to prepare for in this case, but for the most part, we're just taking lines as they come and rolling it out there. So I either just should be doing more of that in terms of understanding spot plays or just going with just what you see and boom, take it and go.
And what Doug's referring to is normally what we've been doing right along is we're doing games for the next day. And we're doing them just as the lines come out for the next day, which is around 4 or 5 Eastern time, I should say. So we're vulnerable to a big line change, and we're taking games without seeing where any money's going, and it shows you sometimes just your intuition and your first impulse is the best one, Doug.
Without a doubt. That's definitely a big part of it. And then the other part that you have to do is trust yourself.
Yes.
That's the other part, because it's a lot of times, we've all done this and everybody watching this has done this. You look at something, you say, you know what, that's a great pick. It looks like, everything's going to be good there. And then you start doing the research and you start getting a little queasy about it because the research doesn't quite back it up. And all of a sudden you kind of go the other way, or you let the play go and say, forget about it. But then it ends up winning. Now, there are examples, though, where it's just the opposite. And I had some information that changed my mind. I didn't make the play on it, but my initial play today on the first game of the day was Colorado State. When I saw the seeds come out on Sunday, and then I looked up some stuff, and it all of a sudden it changed my mind. I didn't like Michigan at all. I just didn't like him at all. But then I saw enough information that changed my mind. And lo and behold, as we do this, Michigan just ended up winning, I think by 10 or something like that.
Yeah, they overcame a 15-point first half deficit.
Yeah. So, so it just goes to show you that sometimes now I got a good reason for it, as it turns out, as to why, and I guess I can share it real quick, is that number 6 seeds that are underdogs, I believe, are going into the game. Number 6 seeds that were underdogs were 4-10 straight up and against the spread in round 1. Yeah. So make it 4-11 now.
Yeah, you had a 17-14 team as a number 11 seed as a slight favorite over a number 6 seed who was number 24 in the country. And I wish I would have took the same mindset, because I went with Colorado State. Hey, it happens. Yep. So South Dakota State didn't come through either. It was a 3-point game with a minute to play, and they couldn't hit a shot, and it ended up a 9-point deficit. So tough start to the day for me, but I got 2 more plays left, including a 10-star top play going tonight. And Doug, we're going to be talking about the Friday, March 18th game. So let's give the folks what they paid for here. No, they didn't pay for anything.
Oh, that's right. They didn't pay anything.
It's free to subscribe for all these winners. And by the way, just not me and Doug, the rest of the handicappers on this channel, including myself and Doug, 28-11 with our last 19 free pick videos. That's good for, I believe, 72%. I had it figured out. By the way, 15-1, Doug, 94%. Man, oh man, if we could make decisions in life that good, we'd have no issues, buddy. Never
That's
get in
for
trouble
sure.
with our wives, everything, So anyway, what do you got for us on Friday, Doug?
What I'm looking as the Iowa State playing LSU. Now, in this one, now the Iowa State is an interesting team in this respect, is that they play a pretty pedestrian offense in terms of pace, so nothing glamorous there. But sometimes their offense is like a train going off the tracks into a smoldering tire fire, Ross.
Yeah.
Recently, 2 of their last 3 games, they scored 36 and 41 points. Those look like partial scores, not final scores for this team. But this isn't new. Okay, 3 times earlier this year, Iowa State also scored in the 40s. So if they don't get to 50 points against LSU, they got no shot at all in this contest. Now, I'll tell you though, when you start looking at look at LSU, now they score more, but statistically, they're almost identical to what Iowa State is, just across the board in terms of field goal percentage, number of threes made, pretty much most of the same statistics. So it's just a matter of the ability of the ability of LSU to convert off of turnovers. That's really the big thing, and on the offensive glass. Those are the 2 things that really stand out in terms of what they do better. So I'm looking at this game, Ross. Again, like I said, not many differences. So I'm decided, or how I put it together was more like a puzzle. Both teams turned the ball over 14 times on average over 40 minutes. But LSU, as I just mentioned, they're more skilled at converting turnovers into points. They also, as I said, do a better job of the offensive glass. They get to the free throw line more. They make more free throws, and they shoot a higher percentage. So when you just start adding the pieces, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces, and you put it together. Well, for me, Ross, that adds up to LSU as the play at -4 over Iowa State on Friday in the late round on Friday in that contest. So yeah, so looking forward to that one.
LSU -4 over Iowa State, and apparently brilliant minds think alike. For those of you who follow me, I was on the local affiliate here in Rochester on both ABC and Fox. And when I got to this game, I went out on a limb and said, you know what? It would not shock me whatsoever. And I'm going to predict that Iowa State will score in the high 40s or low 50s in this game. And I also went with LSU. So if you got 2 brilliant minds that think alike, folks, you might be onto something here. Boy, oh boy, am I giving us a lot of accolades. Anyway, Notre Dame versus Alabama tomorrow. Doug, did you see that Notre Dame Rutgers game last night? What a
In its
classic.
entirety.
Unbelievable game. For once I won an overtime game, Doug. I had Notre Dame. What a game. Just terrific. Anyway, let's get to the Notre Dame and Bama game. The total in that game is 152, and that's what I'm going to concentrate on. I'm going to keep it simple here. Notre Dame has gone over the total in their last 9 games, and those contests averaged a combined 155.3 points scored per game. Alabama in their last 4 all-overs, in those games averaged a combined 158.5 points per game. And anybody who's been watching Alabama all year knows they like the high tempo. They like to push the pace, and they're very good at speeding other teams up. And Notre Dame doesn't mind playing that way. It's not the norm for them, but they don't shy away from it as well. As we saw last night, it was pretty much an up and down game, although it did go 2 overtimes. This is also 2 teams that are considered the best in terms of offensive efficiency by KenPom. I mean, you look at Alabama, number 15 in the country, scoring 116 points per 100 possessions, while Notre Dame's is number 27, scoring 112.6 points per 100 possessions. Notre Dame has shot 51.4% in 4 of their last 5 games. And since last year, when Notre Dame's playing in the month of March, 7-0 to the over, 155.1 points per game. Alabama, 74 plus points scored in 6 of their last 7. However, they've also allowed 80 or more in their last 3 and 4 of their last 5. The Alabama Crimson Tide averages, they're not a great 3-point shooting team, but they hoist up 1,000,000 3-point shots. I'm being facetious, but Alabama averages 10 3-point makes per game over their last 5 contests, while Notre Dame over their last 5 games has shot 43.5% from the 3-point line. That's awfully good. You guessed it, folks. I'm taking Notre Dame and Alabama over 152. I think we're going to see a high-scoring, entertaining affair. And Doug Upstone, he's going to go against Iowa State with LSU. LSU -4 over Iowa State. Doug, tell them what you got coming up on the horizon for tomorrow and how you've been doing of late, buddy.
Yes,
and where
well,
they can find you.
Oh, well, I'm available at the Doug Upstone page at docsports.com. So that's real simple, docsports.com. I actually do have a 6-unit play going later today that you can check out. I think it's after 7. It's in this that 7 o'clock hour Eastern time. So you can check that out if you like. I have a play that's right now set up as a 7-unit play. I'm going to let the day play out, okay, and see. So if you want to check it out, you can do that. You can do that tomorrow. That's also available at the Doug Upstone page at Doc Sports. And I know I said it the other day. I'm going to say it again. Don't give up on the NBA just yet. 31-12 run in the NBA with a Golden State Boston under last night. So
Nice.
just continue. And I'm looking at some action for Friday night, and we'll see what happens from the weekend. And I also have a tip or two for you for the second round. Okay, a little extra bonus. Let's just call it.
All right.
Here's 2 things. Second round favorites that are double digits. 46-2, 31-17 against the spread. So that's second round double-digit favorites. Also, number 2 seeds, just in general, and number 3 seeds are 18 and 32 against the spread. Okay?
Wow.
So that's something
That's
to
in
think
second
about.
round games, correct, Doug?
Second round games. That's
Right.
correct. Yep. So just keep those things in mind as you go into the weekend from watching this video. So yeah, a little extra bonus, Ross. What else
Yeah.
you got?
Hey, I want to say this before I move on. Not only does Doug appear with me here twice a week, he does some videos on his own at Doc Sports YouTube channel. Folks, he does them daily, does a great job there. I thoroughly enjoy watching him, and I'm a hard guy to please. So
He is.
you might want to check him out. You might want to check him out at Doc Sports. You can find me at rbwins.com. Right now, college basketball going into today, I was 45-34 with my last 79. Not bad. 57%, could do much better. But you know what? It's a pretty good size profit. Also, I'll have a college basketball 10-star top play on Thursday night if you see this video early enough on the Vermont-Arkansas game in my college basketball 10-star top plays. 97-72 since February 27th of 2018. It's over a 4-year run, folks. It's a lot of money made at a high percentage with a huge sample size. I'll also have a 10-star top play in the NCAA tournament on Friday as well. It's rbwins.com. And like Doug, don't forget the NBA. Right now, 19-12 with my last 31 in the NBA. That includes my NBA totals, going 22-13 with my last 35 and 12-5 with my last 17. Until the next time, for Doug Upstone and Ross Benjamin, we like to wish you all the very best of luck. Take care and God bless, folks.